don't buy and hold XRP because it notoriously underperforms versus ETH. When you look at XRP divided by Ethereum, this relative valuation, you see a notorious underperformance. This is since August of 2015, and that's an underperformance of roughly 98%. So you don't just want to be holding XRP, but you can still make money with XRP by riding those waves, by timing the market, by buying in whenever the price tends to rise, and by selling or even betting on falling prices whenever the price tends to go down. And you can optimize technical indicators to figure out what are the best settings for that kind of a trade. And that's the result of such a backtest. So in white, we see the XRP price since 2014, and in turquoise, we see the backtested result. And this is a logarithmic scale, right? So each of those horizontal lines is a 10x from one another. So this doesn't look too impressive, but look at this, right? There's more than 2 horizontal lines here. This is more than a 100x difference. Once we look at this on a linear scale, this is what we see, right? We barely see the price of XRP in white, and in turquoise, this is the backtested result. Of course, also some volatility, but still very nice outperformance. So how can we achieve this? We can achieve this simply by using moving averages. So by figuring out what's the best moving average for XRP, and I do this all the time on this channel. And here we've got the XRP price, and the idea is simply to bet on falling prices when the price here is below those moving averages. Okay, so there's 2 moving averages over here. You want to be betting on falling prices whenever the price is below. And you want to be betting on rising prices whenever the price is above. So you take these bullish movements for the positive delta exposure, and you take the negative movements for a negative delta exposure. So you try to always figure out where is currently the price trending, because that's usually what happens in crypto. In crypto, this works way better than in stocks. In crypto, you have these reinforcing loops. So when there is positive news around something, that news spreads. There's more and more awareness on a cryptocurrency, and that awareness creates even more price increase. And so you've got a price increase that usually takes several days to fully establish a new level. And we can take advantage of this by using those moving averages. The same is true the other way around, right? We've got negative news for XRP, maybe something around the lawsuit again. People panic, and then again, the news slowly spreads. A lot of retail people might be reacting 2 or 3 days after the news, and that's still when the price tends to go down. So you want to bet on those trends, and you want to find out what's the best moving average to do this, right? What creates the best kinds of signals. And when we do that back test, we figure out that here we've got the best moving averages for the SMA, for the simple moving average, that's the 12-day. For the EMA, it's the 16-day. So what we see over here is the annualized performance on the y-axis and the duration of the moving average on the x-axis. So I've basically made 200 simulations of buying and selling XRP to try to find out what are the best signals for that. And with pretty much 80 to 90% of cryptocurrencies, you do find nice moving averages that outperform buying and holding. Buying and holding here is this black line. And so I've also got a summary of all of this, right? So here in the premium membership, so that's thebitcoinstrategy.com, link is down below. There's all kinds of moving average backtest durations. And there's also a script where you can simply just add this to your trading view and you can see the best moving average for all kinds of different alts. And once you've got this in the chart, you can try to time this. Currently, unfortunately, with the recent dump, the price is below both moving averages, which would indicate we should rather be betting on falling prices. And XRP is in US dollars likely going to go down in the next days. But this is probably a better way than to simply just bet on XRP over, say, Bitcoin or over, say, Ethereum, because XRP, unfortunately, does not outperform over the long term because of all of its headwinds it does have. But there is a lot of retail interest in it, and so we can potentially take advantage of the slow reaction time of retail. So this is the Excel sheet I've made the backtest on. You can also download this in premium. And what I like about the strategy is that very, very often between 0 and 50 in terms of daily duration, we tend to get outperformance over buying and holding. And this tends to be relatively constant. And this is something that doesn't really work for stocks, but it almost doesn't matter that much what kind of a moving average duration you take here. So you could even take, say, the 50-day simple moving average, and you would still be outperforming buying and holding massively. And this is annualized, right? So annualized, every year with buying and holding, you would have gotten 45% per annum with XRP. But once you trade according to that strategy, you get more than 100%, more than a doubling every year. And this is already including trading fees. It's including 0.2% for each single trade. So I think these are very encouraging signals. And we do find this not just with XRP. If you've got a specific altcoin besides XRP that you would like to get backtested, feel free also to just request this in the Telegram channel for premium. Now I do want to share a few more charts, simply just to give a bit more context in terms of long-term buying and holding in case you're not interested in trading this actively. There is a chart for XRP relative to Total 3. Now Total 3 is cryptocurrency's altcoin market cap. So it looks at all of the altcoins except Bitcoin and Ethereum. So all of the market cap except Bitcoin and Ethereum. And XRP, without any US dollar denomination behind this, is the market cap. So we're now comparing the XRP market cap as a percentage to the overall altcoin market cap. And this is currently at 6. And this used to start at 50 even. So half of all of the altcoin market was XRP at some point, and this is unfortunately also declining. So even just as a general allocation to an altcoin portfolio, XRP might not necessarily be the best vehicle, unfortunately. A different way to look at this is through the XRP dominance. So when you're in TradingView, you can simply just enter xrp.d, and this looks now at XRP's share of all of crypto. So you also include BTC and Ethereum, and yeah, unfortunately also not rising, right? This is different to other altcoins. Most altcoins in the recent few weeks, though, they tend to be underperforming Bitcoin and ETH. So take your poison very carefully. Very few winners make most of the outsized gains. That's the same for crypto as well as for stocks. So when you've got, say, an ETF for stocks, right, where you simply just buy the S&P 500, you tend to be outperforming your individual portfolio most of the time, because just very, very few stocks actually outperform the index. Those few stocks, they outperform massively, and 70 to 80% they slightly underperform. So you need to be very picky, and you need to be very precise in what kind of assets you actually take in order to outperform the market. Either you simply just buy the market. For crypto, that's simply just buying Bitcoin, or you're very specific around the altcoins that you want to be buying that tend to outperform. XRP hasn't done so in the last years. I would not necessarily bet on this happening in the next years. I would rather bet on those swings. But for crypto and stocks, that's the same. So don't just have an altcoin portfolio of, say, 10 or 20 altcoins and hope that that portfolio outperforms. Rather be very focused on the research of on a few altcoins and hold those if you think that those have a real chance of outperforming, and be the very few winners in the market that do those massive outsized returns. So yeah, if you've got a specific altcoin that you'd like to get backtested, simply feel free to ask this in the Telegram channel. I made a specific video just on that phenomenon, on the overall altcoin market relative performance to Bitcoin and ETH. That video comes directly next. So it's one of the most popular videos on this channel. If you haven't watched it yet, it's definitely worth looking into. That comes over here. So hope to see you in that video, and thanks for watching this one. Bye bye.